Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. Today the topic of presentation is about career, about professional ethics. So, if you have any question at the end of the session, you can always, ask and you can always talk about it. And first of all, I would like to thank CQS Training Center for giving me this opportunity to take this session as a guest. And just to introduce myself, I am Bhanu. I have around 14 plus years work experience with corporate. I used to head the corporate division of NIT Limited, and post that I worked for IMT Ghaziabad for quite some time. And recently I worked with your one of the training center as well. So thank you so much. Today, whatever I would be sharing related to the experience that I have had in placement and what is it that as a student you are required to uh, have in your personality or in your self, so that at the end of your course you should be comfortable enough to face the interviews. So I hope all of you have been doing courses or you would have completed college education. Yeah. So this session is all about getting into the career, starting the career, professional ethics, as I have already shared, and moving on with the confidence to climb the corporate ladder. Yeah. So first, I would like to talk about career. What is career? So the career is basically the purpose to be aware of career opportunities is very important, because if you are not aware of it, that at the end of the course, what is it that you would like to achieve? It would be like, you're just moving on. So that ways you won't be able to prepare yourself that how you are going to achieve and what you are going to. Yes, now I'm more comfortable with the videos getting on. I really appreciate if all of you put on your videos, so that then I'm able to interact with you all. And the session is becoming like, it's a live session, and I would be able to ask question as well wherever it is required to. So let's make this session very interactive. Yeah. So the basic questions which are really being asked at this stage, which you are into, what is career, how do we choose career, and what are the different opportunities available at the end of the course that we are doing. Yeah. So first of all, I would like to define career, that it's been said by one of the author, one of the philosopher. He said that a field for a pursuit of consecutive progressive achievement, especially in public, professional, or business life. So, the field that you're going to choose for yourself. I will be talking about in detail as I will move on in my presentation. A profession for which one trains and which is undertaken as a permanent calling. So, once you're choosing the career and once you've decided to move on, that is going to be the permanent field for you. So right now you have to decide for yourself so that you're able to groom yourself accordingly. So what does career provide? It provides you economic independence, opportunities to learn, potential for growth. The most important is job satisfaction. That's very important. So once you have job satisfaction, once you have decided that this is a career we are going to get into, then you would be very naturally able to have the clear objectives also set for yourself. Now, how to choose your career? That is also another very important question to ask oneself. Each one of us has a different career in the same profession. We carve it out for ourselves. We exercise choices. We have opportunities to take a path that we believe will lead us to become what we want to be in the world. We look at what we value in ourselves and what an organization is most likely to value in us, to make our choices at various times. That's most important. Now, how do we develop career? So, if consecutive progressive achievement in a field is a career, then career development is basically being able to choose for yourself the right field. It is very crucial to understand our own inner potential. Matching our own inner potential, we can decide a career, a path for ourselves. Hmm? So, achieving more faster, selecting, developing our skills according to the career that we have chosen for ourselves, knowledge. Then, accordingly, we have to have the knowledge. We have to strengthen our understanding regarding the field that we have chosen for ourselves. So, essentially, it is very crucial to keep in mind is that we need to choose a career and then we have to achieve that in a career or profession to develop the career. You know, so it's like essentially we need to choose our career and then accordingly we need to groom ourselves so that we are reaching to that level where we are satisfied and we are moving on in our life with that option that we've chosen for ourselves. So how do we do it? As I've said that it is very crucial to understand our own inner potential and accordingly we need to have knowledge, we need to groom ourselves. So there are various opportunity options that we have to explore for ourselves. Now, giving a few fields in totality, the fields which are there, which are like education and training, maintenance, programming. If you're doing IT course, then there are operations of jobs available, MIS, programming, sales and marketing. If you really have the knack of interacting with the people, if you have the knack to sell the product, if you have that gut that yes, you can convince people, you can always get into the customer oriented job. System implementation is another very important and good field that one can get into. Technical support, technical writing. Now, in education and training also, there are different fields that one can go for. So, just to give the brief, what is the requirement of education and training? So, one is it is very important to have knowledge what you are going to get into, which field, which subject that you are going to get into. Then the process which gets involved in education and training is that it's like effective education of learning process, periodical reviews of what has been learned, evaluation of tests and walkthroughs, and considering today's scenario. Considering today's scenario, I think education industry is one field which is there is no doubt, as in education can't ever stop for the child. So these days online education is another field, another option which has opened for the teachers and educators. So sitting at your home, sitting at the premises, wherever you are, you can always take the trainings. Now another field which is there in IT education is about maintenance programming. It's all about debugging, modifying programs, adding program and maintaining the environment, network, LAN, WAN, or at whichever scale it is there, taking periodical backups and interacting with the vendors. Then coming to MIS operations, it's all about taking backups, generating reports, ensuring databases which are to be updated or not, assisting others, while they use the system. So for example, if I am taking this session today, it is being handled by one of the senior in CQS training center if I am getting stuck. So naturally, this technical person is going to help me out in taking this session smoothly. So that is all about assisting others and maintaining programs and having the control on operations of the system, providing end user support, writing programs for ad hoc requests. Then another field which is there with IT industry is programming. So it's all about programming is all about developing and designing programs. Then in medium organization, it is actually developing the programs. In small organizations, it is about designing and developing programs from the scratch. You have to do everything, and in large organization it is only coding of the programs. Yeah. So in sales and marketing, basically, it's for any organization, it's a breadwinner for any organization. So this role is very, very critical. So it's all about analyzing the potential buyers for the product. Effective plan of the sales activity is very important. Whichever organization we are into, it is very crucial to understand the industry, to understand the customer requirement, and accordingly we do our plannings to develop the sales activity, convincing the customer on the product. And no doubt this job involves a lot of traveling, a lot of interaction, so that we are able to understand the market well, and also it involves meeting a lot of people. Coming to system implementation, system implementation is all about like software which is developed in one place might require to be used at another location. So it's very important to understand the package, to understand the software in totality, and it goes to various locations for the installation. So it provides, so wherever this software, whichever we have designed for ourselves, if it is getting used in different organization, we have to go and train the people also over there. So ensuring effective running of the system, that is also our responsibility. As we have designed the software, we are also implementing the software. We have to train the people who are going to use the software. If there is any issue that the organization is facing where the software has been implemented or installed, we have to go and solve those issues also. So acts as a maintenance programmer on the site. So this field in itself has different role, to be precise. Now, technical support is another role which is there in the IT industry, and which is very important role. It's all about installing and implementing the software. So this is a part of system implementation or technique, which I have just shared in my previous slide. So it's all about technical support is all about providing support to the system, to the organization where the system is getting used. So it has two kinds of activities, pre-sale and post-sale. Now, pre-sale activity for the technical support is when the software is being sold. One is we have to sell the software, whatever system we have developed. So for that, we have to do a lot of R&D. We have to interact with people. We have to understand the need of the customer. We have to do travel so that we are able to sell the software. And at the same time, yes, the technical support has to share the advantages of the software. Because once the advantages are being shared, once the organization understands the advantage of using the system, then only it is going to be sold out. Now, another job of technical support is doing the placement post-sale activity. So post-sale activity is basically once the software is sold out, once it is implemented in the organization, then we have to ensure it is getting used smoothly. So we have to ensure that it has been installed perfectly. There is no problem that organization is facing. Then we have to ensure that people who are going to use the software, they are also getting trained thoroughly, so that they are not facing any problem. They should be able to use that software comfortably. Now, another very beautiful field which is there in IT industry, or in any of the field related to ITES. I'm sure there will be people from commerce background also who are doing finance and accounting course. It's all about writing, technical writing or content writing. So if you have good English, at the same time you have the knowledge of the technology, you can always get into content writing, or because many organizations need people who have good writing and who have good communication skills. So if your writing skills are very good, then you can always help in developing the websites for the organization. You can always help in developing the content for the organization. So just to summarize what I have shared, that naming a few, there are fields which are related to IT education and training, maintenance programming, MIS operations for finance and accounting students, programming, sales and marketing, system implementation, technical support, content writing. Yeah. So these are the fields which you can always explore for yourself. At the same time, it's very crucial to understand the current scenario, because there is going to be a drastic change in the industry now. So I really recommend that you all must read newspapers or access online sites, access job portals, so that you know which are the fields which are going to be there in the market today. And accordingly, as I've said in the beginning of my presentation, that you have to accordingly groom yourself. Access LinkedIn, make your account in LinkedIn. It's not that once you start working, then only you should be having the account there. So get into all social media or newspapers or reading for yourself, so that you have the knowledge that where the world is going to move now. Yeah? Now, another very crucial thing which I thought that I'll share in my presentation is all about professional skills. You know, so what does an employer look for when employer hires a candidate? So it's very crucial to have skills and attributes. So far, I've spoken about knowledge, that what kind of knowledge you should be having before. And to top it all, first you have to decide a path for yourself. Then coming to knowledge and grooming yourself as far as the skill is required. Now, the general attributes which an employer always looks for in an employee is good aptitude, which is very crucial. Decent score, of course, in your academics or in the course what you're doing in CQS. Then technical versatility is very important. So it's very crucial that, because IT industry or any industry today is changing very fast. So it's very important to get yourself abreast with the latest trend of the industry. You know? And you should be willing to explore and learn. You have to be dynamic. You know? So it's very crucial that you keep your eyes open what is there in the industry or in the market today, and accordingly keep getting yourself abreast with whatever is there in the market. Excellent communication is very, very important. If you have good communication, you know, wherever you go for the interview, your 60% of the interview gets cleared with your good communication skills, with your writing skills, with your confidence. So I always talk about this in my session, that you know, it's not very difficult to work on your English these days. In fact, CQS is also providing English training courses. So you must, I mean, like, do, if you have a poor grammar or if you're not able to speak, these courses actually help you to groom yourself, to understand the basics of English, to have the good understanding of grammar. And at the same time, yes, it talks about all professional communication also. So when we do such kind of, like, you know, grooming, when we add into our learning, it no doubt it helps. Then at the same time, it's not that you have to only rely on the external training. It is very crucial to put on your own efforts. English can't be learned in a day or 2 days, 1 year, 6 months. Any institution or any course which you join, there you get the basics. There, that lies the fundamental or a foundation for you. There you get the guidelines. But at the same time, to have the command, it is important to have our own efforts. So I would advise that read as much as you can. Read English newspaper, watch English news. There are a lot of debates now which are coming over. Like, I am a diehard fan of Arnab Goswami. So watch these debates. It really helps in, like, improving your communication and as well as strengthening your vocabulary. Moving on to presentation skills, I have already shared that when you do this, then when you focus on your presentation skill, your communication, your confidence very naturally gets built up. Then good interpersonal relations and team work is very important. So wherever you work, you have to work with the people over there. So it's very crucial to work in harmony with others. When you show that maturity, then that also gets added to your professional attributes. Flexibility and adaptability is another attribute which is very crucial to have. So once you have the flexibility and adaptability, as in today's environment, we are really required to have that flexibility and adaptability, because once we have that flexibility, we'll be able to groom ourselves, or we'll be able to abreast ourselves with the latest trend, what is going to be there in the market. Especially in today's time, I would really recommend that be flexible to learn new things, new technologies, and then you will be abreast. Goal orientation is another very important thing that you're required to have. So it's very crucial to have goals. As I've said in the beginning of my session, please understand your potential and decide a goal and the target for yourself. And the most important thing is to be punctual. So if you are a student, if you are going to be professional, it is very crucial that you have to be honest. It is very crucial. You should have a attitude which is very sharp, and at the same time you need to be very punctual. Yeah. Then I'll share in brief about all these attributes. So aptitude, if I talk about, this is all about working on your logical, analytical, mathematical, and verbal aptitude exercises. The various online aptitude tests which are available, and also concentrate on the course what you're studying in CQS. Read magazines, read novels, read books, read online blogs. So all that helps you in improving your communication and in understanding what is there in the markets in today's scenario. Then how do we acquire all these skills and attributes? So as I have said, as I have shared, that you have to be very much in with the books, with the newspapers, with the magazines. There are various good magazines available related to career, and at the same time, there are various drones available in computers. There are online, repositories which are available in the system. So you can always access it, search it on the Google related to the field that you're going to get into, and accordingly read it and find out about it. So, and please, whatever you are studying here in CQS, whether these are technical sessions or these are online sessions or these are theory sessions, do that thoroughly. It's not that just for the sake of doing it, you have to do it. You have to, because this is the course that you are doing, just again to add in skills to yourself. So you have to be very thorough with whatever you are doing over here. As I've said, that any trainer or any educator will set the guideline for you, but explore, the part of exploration is going to be done by the student. So these are the main things that you have to take care, so that you're able to have these attributes in your personality by the time you finish up your course. Because once you finish up your course, you'll be ready to face the industry. Then you won't have the time. So I'm sure you would be doing your course. You'd be also doing your graduation with this. Few of you would be in first year, few of you would be in second year, or some of you would be third year or final year result awaited student. So this is the placement oriented course for you. And this is going to determine your career. So do this course very seriously. Wherever you're getting stuck, please approach your trainers, understand, clear your doubts, and at the same time, put in your 100% of efforts. So thank you so much. This is what I wanted to share in my today's session. Now, if you have any question, please feel free to ask. Nancy is raising hand. Nancy, do you want to share something or do you want to ask something? Okay. And how did you all find this session? How have you found out this session, guys? Okay, so anything else you want to ask? Anything else you want to ask? So I'll end my session and thank you so much for participating in this session. Wish you good luck and a wonderful career ahead. Thank you so much.